Hi, boys and girls. Miss McGinnis here, and I'm going to today show you how to animate your name. Now, again, when you go to get into Scratch, you want to go up to the web bar and type in scratch.mit.edu, or again, you can go in through your teacher's Google Classroom. Once you see this page, you're going to check and make sure that your name appears when you sign in. And once it's there, you're going to go to Create. So we're going to click on the Create button for today. And begin to create our project. So when this pops up, the very first thing I'm going to ask you to do today is give your project a title. So we're going to start with my name, and that way we know that this is the Animate My Name. Now today, because we are going to animate our name, we do not need our sprite, the cat. So we're going to delete it first, and then we're going to add in and choose a sprite. And we're going to do letters today. So for me, I'm going to put in my letters for my first name. And because for the sake of the tutorial, I'm only going to do the first two letters of my name and show you a couple examples of how to do some different things with it. So I have my first two. I'm going to go into letters again and do my B and then arrange them on the screen. Now remember, when we're doing these codes, we need to make sure that whichever code we're writing, we have that letter up here in the top right-hand corner. So to start with, we're going to do the letter R, and we're going to go to an event. All code must begin with an event. And we're going to have the green flag because we're going to actually have this run through the entire coding program. So I have my green flag, and I want my letters to change colors. And I want to do it throughout my program. So I'm going to do a control variable and do forever. And then I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to add in change color. And then before I move on, I'm going to go to the green flag over here and check. So there you see my letter is flashing and changing colors. And that is just for the letter R. So now I'm going to go to the letter O, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go to events. I'm going to put my event code with the green flag in there. I'm going to add my forever loop. And then I'm going to go to the looks and change my color for the letter O. And I'm going to check it. And now you see both letters are changing colors. We're going to do it one more time for the letter B. So we're going to go to events, drag in your green flag to start your code, add in your loop to change your colors, and then go to your looks, find your change color block, and add it in there. And let's just check to make sure all three are now changing colors. Perfect. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some motion to that. And I'm not going to do it for all of them, and they're not all going to do the same thing. So I'm going to leave the R alone and just go to the letter O. And this time I'm going to go to my motion code over here. And I'm going to find one that it's just going to spin. I just want this letter to spin the entire time it's running while it's changing colors. So I'm going to just add that code into my forever block and then check it with my green flag. And you can see it's spinning just like I wanted it to. So I'll stop there, and I'm going to do the letter B and add some motion to it as well. But this time, I just wanted to glide across the backdrop. So I am going to go to glide into a random position. And again, I want this to do it throughout the program. So I'm going to click my green flag, and then it's just moving about as it changes colors on there. Okay, so now we're getting really exciting with our animating our name. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to add some backdrop. So if you remember down here in the bottom right hand corner, I can choose a backdrop. I think for this particular one, I'm going to do a music backdrop and a stage. So I'm going to click that on there, and to start, I'm going to go ahead and arrange all of my letters where I want them to begin. And then with my backdrop, I also want to add some music to go along with it. So I'm going to click over here where my stage is at. And if you'll look up here in the top right-hand corner, you'll see it's up there. So I'm going to add some code for that. So again, even for the backdrop, I need to add an event, and I want it to play throughout my entire program. So I'm going to do my when the green flag is clicked in forever, and I want to go to sound. Well, when I go to sound, start sound or play sound until done, if I notice, the only one I have is a pop sound. So I'd like to add a little bit more excitement to that. So I'm going to go up to my sound library, and I want to add some code. So down here in the bottom left-hand corner, it says choose a sound. So when I click on that, it's going to give me a whole bunch of different things. And I'm going to narrow my search by asking for some dance music. And I can check and see what it sounds like when I just click on it. So that works perfect for me, and that's what I'd like to have. And as soon as I click on that, you'll notice it pops up right underneath the pop sound that was made here. So now I'm going to go back to my code, and when I click on the pop, you'll see that dance celebration shows up there. And then just to see that it does all that I wanted to do, I can click go and watch my letters spin, change colors, and move about my stage. All right. So now that you've animated your name, the last thing you're going to do is just go up here to File, and you're going to hit Save Now, just in case the site were ever to crash, you would have it saved in there and be able to get to it anytime. So enjoy and have fun.